starts the final lap.
Very close to that.
It's another close one. Another close one. Well done, Gallo. Tom, well done, John. There we go. Well done, Albert.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Oh, okay.
He's got his hazards on, he's weaving. Yeah, well done, Gallo. Go reverse. Right, we have a bit of a depleted field tonight. Happy Mother's Day. I hope all you mothers have been spoilt today. We're live. We've only got 7 races out there due to other commitments, but I'm sure it's going to be a close one. So we have Jordy in the pits. We have Notice is actually been called out. So yeah, a few things to deal with today.
What's Notice dealing with at the moment?
He's on call.
Yeah, but what specifically is he dealing with?
Well, he's probably retrieving a pair of knickers from someone's toilet.
I could think of worse things to be doing.
Well, I don't know. I think it's a bit nasty to go into the graphics of what he could have his elbow, you know, elbow deep in.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, considering all in all, knickers probably ain't too bad.
Yeah, you could probably put a few people off their Wheaties. Right, so we're going with Barders. I've been playing with the cameras, and yes, you can go in on the different cameras. You can go into the different cars, but as soon as you come out of that car, then you can't change the camera again. You can't go back into TV mode.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I think just to play it safe, as it's the first time, I'll just leave it in normal TV mode for tonight. I think that's probably the safest bet.
Well, hopefully the server behaves tonight, because I've gotten further contact with G Portal, and they've taken our server onto new hardware, or different hardware, so it's not residing in the same place anymore.
Oh,
well,
nice.
still Sydney, but not the same server.
Yeah. Right, so what have we got going on at the moment? Oh, Barders has got a decent timing, a 134.5. So who's on a hot one? So Millsy's behind him on track. John's not on a valid lap. Let's jump in with Millsy. We'll just see what he has got. No, he didn't improve. Right, Susan. Right, they're not invalid. They're not invalid. However, Satan is on a flyer although he's coming up on the back of HSV at the moment, so don't know if we're going to see him get a bit of slip. He's into the final sector now. I was having a mad five then. I thought it was actually through the final corner, but it's not. I was looking at the sector line. So yeah, I don't know if Notice will join us at some stage. Hopefully it's not a horrible job that he's having to do. Right, so Satan did set a lap. It was currently 1.3 off. We've actually got young Albert just about to cross the line. Let's see what he's got. 0.846. Yep, so he's just taken a third of a second off. So, who's got the majority of their lap? Let's jump in with Branchy in the Boatley. If he's lucky and HSV isn't pushing, he might get the benefit of a bit of tow. No, he won't, because I'm looking at the wrong flipping car. Well done, Bob.
I can't see anything at the moment. I'm just waiting for qualifying to end, and then I'll hop in. I just don't want to cause a glitch during the race, during the qualifying. What times are they doing?
We're down to a 1:34.4 basically with Barders.
In the practice I've seen, that's about what I've seen. I haven't seen anything better than that yet, or any talk of anything better than that.
So he is on pace at the moment then.
And Barter's made the call a little while ago that the Lamborghini's quite liking this track.
No, it is pretty handy around here. Right, see what Branchy's got. 1.371. So he's taken a third of a second off. Well done, mate. Well done. This is gonna be pretty close, I must admit. Right, so who's on a flyer? Let's jump in with Alberto.
There was a number of drivers that had Mother's Day's commitments.
Yes. So I hope all the ladies out there appreciate the sacrifices that their husbands have put in.
What, for the ones that have got kids, that means giving the mothers to themselves.
Yeah. But the majority of our racers are of the age that they've got kids, so... It's looking nice and tidy from Albert.
I think there's a few people that haven't had much time to get to practice.
Where are you at the moment? Are you on Bluetooth and away from your PlayStation?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, because you're breaking up, or
Okay.
wherever you are, away from your computer or whatever.
How's that?
Now is that valid? Yeah, no, it's clear now. Was it valid? Yeah, so there we go. Alberto is now coming up to pace, like we normally see. I reckon it's going to be a last minute. He's going to pit in and try and get another flyer in.
I'd put my house on that, but Albert always leaves his flyer till the last minute.
Yeah, well, he's a quarter of a second off at the moment. We've got Barders is sitting in the pits. He's probably just rubbing in his hands, thinking, "Got this one sewn up." But the times aren't too far off. I mean, all right, Barders and Albert are considerably ahead of the rest, but there's only a second separating like third, seventh. It's just a shame that it's such a small field. But Barders is that comfortable with his lap time. He's in the chat, so he's saying that the Lambo feels quite nice round here. Sandbags are off. So he's either cracking a beer or he's having a nice cup of tea, just waiting for the start of the race. So who is right? We'll jump in with. We haven't sat with John actually. John, I don't know if he's winding it up or not. It's hard to tell.
John's taking this race quite seriously tonight. He's really wants to get into the points.
He needs to. He needs to pull his finger out.
I think he can't have. He's already started, so he's going to get points, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on the grid. Yep, there's points. So Barders has actually said that Branchy is capable of a 34.5. So we'll jump in. Oh, John's invalidated that lap. So we'll jump in with Branchy now because he is on a flyer. Let's see what he's got. See if he can pull an Albert. Because I think Albert has accepted the fact that he's having second. I was surprised. I thought he would have jumped straight back out again.
That's unlike Albert.
Keep it on the track. Oh, he's thrown it in there. I don't know if that's invalidated it. Right, so he's... Yeah, I think that final corner he invalidated, I think.
It'll be interesting to see how Spam goes, because I'm just having some talks with him, doing some iRacing, that he's struggling coming back with the inputs and that.
Yeah, no, it's weird. You jump off the PC and you jump back onto the PS4 and it almost... You can tell the input lag. It's almost like you've then got to start preempting ever so slightly. You know, starting to turn in a little bit earlier than you would on the PC. It's strange. Right, we'll jump in with HSV just for this final sector. We'll see what he's got. So he's 3/4 of a second off at the moment. Oh, John just popped in a... Has he held it on there? 0.762. Right, so he improved by 1.5 tenths. That isn't... I know it's only a small field, but I mean, you've just said Satan's struggled a little bit, obviously, because he's coming back from the PC. But to have the top 6, or, you know, 6 out of the 7, just over a second separating them, I think that's pretty decent.
No, that's very decent.
So let's see what the boys have got for us. So I should be able to go to return to... Yeah. There we go.
How long's left to go in qualifying?
That's it. Qualifying's finished now. We're just in the session start bit.
So no one... No, okay, so I can hop in now.
Yep. You can.
I'll just go in the pits in case Notice joins.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Oh, whoops. I've got my wrong account open. I
So
don't have enough save.
even Albert was sat in the pits and in the chat.
Oh, the boys are multitasking.
So good luck, gents. Nice opportunity for some decent points tonight.
Huh. Where's Brian? Brian, you could be getting some points, mate. Quick, hurry up.
It probably would have been the best opportunity for you to pick up some points there, Jords.
I only just got home a few minutes ago. I'm in pain after playing hockey today.
Decent sport, or it was when I was young. I wouldn't fancy it now.
30 seconds.
Oh, it's so fast these days.
So we have. Oh no, we've still got a full formation lap, haven't we? So.
Yep, full formation.
But it's nice that, you know, it's just about to roll over, and there's no blue screens.
10 seconds.
Okay, so that's certainly a preference of yours to maintain that from the streaming perspective.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just funny. It was such a small patch, and it's fixed so much. And it is. While I was looking at it earlier on, cycling for all the cameras, it was, you know, it was pretty decent. But then I found when I returned to the pits, it was then always like in car. I couldn't get back out of it, so I don't know if many people have done much playing with it.
I think there's an issue with the server. I can't find it.
No, just keep on refreshing. It disappeared for me for a while. Or close your game down and relaunch it.
No, I've got it. Just hang on a tick. I'll be back in a tick.
I'd like to be able to go in these cars, but I know I'm not going to be able to get back out again. I think we'll chuck it on the HSV for now, so we can center it for everybody. I might have a play with the cameras shortly, but if it locks me in, you know, I'll have to pick a point where there's not much happening and actually quit back out of the game. But so we'll see who's going to try and get the jump here, but here we go. Last couple of corners. Let's get this going. Here we go.
Green light, go, go, go.
Barders with a lovely start there. Held it nice and tight. We did have an off track for someone, but it looks as if everyone's survived it at least.
Well,
no, Branchy actually, yeah, Branchy lost out big style there. So Alberto has pushed his way up to the front. I think he made Barders run a bit wide.
well, bit of a strange thing just happened. That's why I needed to go check what the boys are, because they were a bit worried. But they... Oh,
What's just happened there?
Spam just got hit, I think.
Yep. Yeah, he's dropped right back.
Yeah, he got turned 90 degrees, but managed to get back on track remarkably quickly.
Right, let's have a quick look at it then. I mean, I know the front three are fighting, and it's decent gaps, but let's see if I can put it back to a replay. And what we'll do is we'll have it on Spam.
Perhaps go behind him. Branchy got through on him, so maybe Branchy's view.
Here we go. So let's fast forward this. Sorry about this, guys. We haven't really played with this yet, so. Right, so yeah, he made up 2 positions in the early part of the lap. So he pulled himself up to 5th. In actual fact, he got himself up to 4th. So he's it. Ah, right, yeah, so he got tagged by HSV and just spun around. But HSV actually redressed it. So while I was just mucking about with that, did I miss anything? I don't think I did. I think it was still...
No, you haven't. You haven't.
So how has Barders found himself back in 4th?
Well, the very interesting thing, you know how I said I got them to move onto new hardware?
Yeah.
So when they went out in the formation lap, there was no grid boxes, no indicating where your speed is. There was nothing.
Oh.
And the guys were like panicking for a moment, then going, well, let's just see what happens. And they've gone, Jordy's hacked it. This is better. They go, this is the way it should be. I didn't hack it. But that's weird. So, yeah, you couldn't teleport. There was just nothing. You couldn't. So the guys just drove how you should drive in real life.
Yeah, so I mean, there might be another patch again. You know what it's like. They fix one thing, something gets missed. They end up going back. So actually, Kamangu's in the chat. He said another long day for me, guys. Couldn't be there. No, we understand that, buddy. There's quite
It's a special day.
Yeah, quite a few have had to sort of skip things today. Obviously, it is a special day, Mother's Day. We wouldn't be here without them. So, I tell you, the one that's applying all the pressure at the moment is Millsy at the front, harassing Albert. It's pretty decent to watch, actually, I must admit. That Ferrari does look nice and tight around here, and the Merc is looking a little bit sluggish at the moment.
Yeah, John's reporting there that Barders is able to hit curbs better than he can.
Well, that is peculiar because normally the Lambo doesn't like curbs because it's quite twitchy.
But that said, as Barders just made in the race chat, he said, well, maybe John should set his car up better. No.
Right, so it does look as if everyone's bunching back up again, or the front 3 and 4 are starting to bunch up again. But it looks like there's a nice scrap going on at the back between HSV and Branchy. Let's jump back with Branchy. Now, I don't know. I mean, HSV's not in the chat, is he? He
No.
might be carrying a little bit of damage from a couple of incidents.
Well, HSV likes listening to his Spotify or whatever during the race.
So, yeah, Branch, he's not too far off.
Hop in behind
He
Millsy.
was spun, but oh, let's jump in with Millsy. So Millsy has closed up again on the back of Alberto. What can Bardas do about this? He's got to make up some ground.
Millsy's reporting he had such a good run there, he had to back off, otherwise he would have been up the back of Alberto. Maybe Alberto's holding Millsy up. John's lost some time on Bardas.
Yeah, no, I can see it. I've got the live timing up on the screen, which is pretty good. But yeah, Bardas, well, I mean, obviously, I think Bardas has got a considerable gap at the moment in the table. God, yeah, Millsy is climbing all over the back of him.
It's a hard track to overtake on. Well,
it is pretty difficult. But Albert is pretty difficult to overtake as well because he
makes it so wide.
Yeah. Without moving aggressively, he actually manages to hold the lines that you're needing to take to make a pass.
Oh yeah, he's clean about it. He's very clean about it.
Really good defensive driver. Hey Wilco, yeah. Now I've had a look at. I've gone through the replays. Now the problem is when I go into the cars and hit drive, I can cycle through the cameras, but then when I return to the pits, I can't then go back into Helicam. I don't know if you guys had a fix for that at all. Yeah, Wilco's actually said the only way to pass Albert is to fully send it. Because obviously Albert races with the KRL boys. That's what I mean. That's what makes this so good. Is there's lots of cross pollination between the different leagues. It's really good. But yeah, I do want to play around with these cameras so everyone can see what new toys we've got. But then I don't know how to normalize back to Helicam. It's
Oh, we can do some practice during the week if you want, Bob. I've got the week off. I've got a week's annual leave. But just going back to the pits here, Millsy's reporting here. It's like with the Ferrari at least, when he gets to that point of when he needs that power to get to Albert, it's just not in the right spots where he needs to overtake him.
Yeah, well, the Merc will be quick, all in the wrong spots for anyone that's wanting to make that, make that move.
And Bardas is caught back up. He's pretty much almost on the back of Millsy. He's 4 tenths down. He's certainly got the draft now, so we're going to have three at the front now.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a concertina going on at the moment. Right, so You have to map a cycle TV button. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I've only got a cycle camera button. Right, I'll have to see if I can map something.
Well, between the end of this race and
Yeah,
qualifying, there's a 3-minute practice session just to give the boys a break, plus the usual overlay.
yeah, no. What we'll do then is, yeah, we'll just go on Helicam just for this race, and for the second race, then I'll get that button mapped. You can change your buttons now. Have a cycle TV.
Thanks very much for your help,
Yeah,
Wilco. Greatly appreciated.
Cheers, buddy. Yeah, I can go into the options menu. I realise that, but then I know what normally happens to us is then we miss something. So what is
Millsy's all over the back of him. Barters has probably lost a tenth or two.
So yeah, John's dropped right off. And it looks like Satan is closing up on him. We'll keep an eye on that gap anyway. 1.3. We'll see how that progresses. But yeah, it looks like Millsy is getting a better drive out of the corners. Is, you know, just when he's right on Albert, it's into the next braking zone. So yeah, he might have to do take a leaf from Wilco's book and just
send him,
just jam it up there. Make sure you pull it up. Make sure it's clean.
I'm just sitting in Barter's view, and he's just all over him. But hats off to both of them. They're racing very well.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Wilco. Yeah, I mean, now I'm not racing on the PS4. Yeah, I should just do all this purely for the boys. He seems quicker off of most corners, but it's that Merc's looking a little bit sluggish. Right, let's see how the rest of the boys are doing anyway. So no, Satan isn't closing up on John. John's sort of holding station, so he's sort of got himself back into a rhythm, but it doesn't look as if it's going to be enough to close up on him.
Millsy's got him. Millsy's got him.
He has. Well done.
Albert's throwing it up there.
Oh my God.
Oh,
He's held it. Well done. Done.
Now Barters is all over Albert.
Right, I'll give him a little while and then I'm going to chuck it into a replay. I just want to watch that overtake. Well done. Albert will be spitting. The young Spaniard, he's had that red flag waved in his face. Right, let's see if he gets the punch out of this. Yeah, he's got the punch out of that complex, so that's opened the gap up. We'll just jump in the replay and we'll just have a quick look. So how long is it? Right, it's quite a replay. So we'll just bring that up. So yeah, no, he showed his nose and he played the old switchback. Lovely move. Lovely move. Right, let's jump back to the live cam then.
Hey, HSV is over the back of Spam.
Yeah, he's obviously calmed himself down after the start. Obviously, they did have contact earlier. Bardas has closed right up on the back of Alberto. Let's just jump back in with HSV. He's got to show a bit of patience, though. He's had a couple of unfortunate incidents, and he knows the spotlight's over him. He's just got to show a little bit more a patient approach.
I don't think he's. I don't think he's had much practice. Going by the photos I saw earlier on, because he lives in Adelaide like myself. I'm pretty sure he was at the Ben Sport Park today.
Yes, no, he was. He was stuck in traffic as well. So
traffic. Yeah, I was
didn't
about to say that.
He didn't think he was going to make it back for the race.
I sent you a message, Bob. Just a thought.
We can have a chat about that later, I reckon.
No worries.
Oh no! This is it. This is what we've spoken about. The young lad has just got to show a little bit more patience. He tried to send that from a week ago.
I'm just sitting with Bardas at the moment. These guys are just. There's a little bit of a gap between the two of them. Three of them, should I say?
I think we'll have a look at that. Where are we? 52.
Sounds like Bob's employed for another week by the sounds of it.
Right.
Oh, I heard some groaning from Millsy there. Maybe he didn't get the run out of it, but it looks fine to me. Oh, Albert is on the back of him right now.
I'm sorry, I'm just going through the replay just to have another look at the contact with Spam again. But you know, we've just sort of gone over it. HSV can be a phenomenally quick driver on his day, but he just needs to temper it a little bit. Yeah, no, he's got that wrong, I'm afraid. Yeah, I think we'll have to wait and see what reports come in later. I think least said at the moment, the better. Let's jump up with Bardas. So it is looking pretty close at the moment, and I do like the fact that you know, if you do hear something from the pits, we can use this replay function now, and we can actually view them more or less real time. It just, you know, it takes away a lot of the work that we have to do behind the scenes with regards to racing incidents and reports, etc. But yeah, this is looking like a 3-horse race at the moment.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know if you're still there, Wilco. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, if you've got if you have got a blurb, that would be great, buddy.
Thanks again, Wilco. Oh, Albert's all over him.
Yeah, I'm centered on Barders at the moment. I'll just jump up so it's centered on Albert. So yeah, the Ferrari tends to, or it always used to. I don't know if I don't know what it's like on the new tyre model. The Ferrari actually used to burn its tyres out quicker than most cars, and then it starts to slide. It's a controllable slide. Don't get me wrong, but it's enough to make you have to alter your corner entry. Oh, that's great. Cheers, Wilco. Brilliant. Thank you, mate. So yeah, no, this is shaping up just to be a 3-horse race at the moment. Unless these three start scrapping, and then I'm sure John will want to have a go.
There's 8 minutes left. They might get a bit more, get the elbows out closer to the end.
Yeah. Let's just jump back with Satan, because he's managed to pull back up on Branchy, and he's actually trying to move now. He didn't quite have the punch he needed. He sort of got half alongside him, and then that Boatley started roaring. It's a tricky track, Misano. If you get one corner wrong, you know, it compromises your next 2 or 3.
And we haven't really raced it very often either.
No. But yeah, no, they're having a proper ding-dong back here. I'm sure there'll be a few track limit warnings going off in their ears. But I'm sure Spam will be seeing HSV closing in, and he'll be like, "No, I want out of here."
Barters is reporting he doesn't have I won't use his language, but he doesn't have the downforce.
Yeah, no, I've found with a Lambo I had to run pretty high downforce all the time, and that's been much the same for the Audi. I mean, obviously they are pretty much the same car, but so
John's in a race of his own. He's just like,
yeah, he's in no man's land. So I was watching Spam, HSV, and Branchy for a bit. They have had their elbows out a little bit at the back, but we will let that come out in the wash, I think.
he did make a comment a little while ago that there's no room there.
Yeah. Whoa. HSV got airborne across the curbs.
Millsy's figuring out where Albert wants to send him. Well, not send him, sorry. Take him. Millsy's thinking strategically where Albert can take him, and he's...
You're probably better off actually backing Albert up in a tight section.
Oh! Barters has just taken Albert. Albert went a little wide and got the back end a bit squiggly. So Barters is up to second now.
Yep, no, we had that up on the screen at the time. Yeah, no,
yeah,
good. Yeah, he lit that up. So that's good for Millsy. Millsy can now just sort of relax a little bit and just hit the lines he needs to hit. This feels a bit alien today, without notice.
Oh, Barters.
Yeah, it looks as if
I can't bring up your YouTube stream on my computer, so I don't know what you're watching.
yeah, no, I'm now centered on Barders. So yeah, it's sort of opened up a little bit at the moment. There's a nice gap between all of them. So, but obviously they're not going to be giving up. That's for sure. I've just received some instructions from Wilco, so when we go into the gap between the two races, I'll get in and map a couple of buttons ready for it.
I haven't heard boo from John from the pits. I think John's trying his hardest to catch back up with them.
Yeah, I mean that gap still seems to be sat at about 4 seconds. Yeah, it's extended out to 4.6 seconds now. So yeah, I've got the instruction from Wilco, and we'll see if the second race we can have it, a little bit different.
Whoa! Albert's trying real hard, too hard. He hit some bumps, ended up on the grass. I don't think he lost too much, but he probably lost half a second there.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's probably more lost a second there.
Yeah. That's the only problem. You catch those sausages, or the curb's too heavy. That's your lap gone. So HSV is actually pulled up on the side of the road. I don't know what's happened there.
Yeah, he has. Well,
I mean, he didn't have a lot of practice, but
Barders, there's 2 minutes remaining, and Barders is right over.
And of course, he took the win in the previous round, didn't he?
I would suggest his tyres are probably going a little bit because he's calling it Tokyo Drift at the moment.
Yeah, if you run too much
too little downforce.
Well, it's not only the downforce. I mean, yeah, low downforce, it's going to start sliding. But if he's run too much toe to make it react, nicely for the early laps, it obviously scrubs your tyres off more as well. So a lot of the Lambo and the speed with the Lambo is all dependent on your setup.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap.
And if it can hold that speed for the duration.
Oh. John's apparently hasn't calculated his fuel correctly. He's had to.
He's fuel saving, is he?
He's detuned his engine.
Yeah, so I wonder if that's gonna. Right, so Satan is actually quite a bit back from him, so.
Yeah, he should be fine. He could detune it a fair bit.
Yeah. But this is, I mean, it's nice to see someone different at the front, actually. We haven't seen Millsy, leading a race previously. We've seen him climb up through the pack, but we haven't seen him at the front.
He's been very solid tonight, very solid.
Well, the Fezzer on home turf.
Okay, so we're at 0 seconds now. Millsy's going to take this over, I reckon.
Yep.
Barring any
just
mistakes.
into the final corner. Nice
well done,
win
Millsy.
there for you, Millsy. Nice second place, Barders. Albert has managed to hold on for third. John in his detuned Merc is still managed to bring it home in fourth. Unfortunately, after a couple of spins, we got Spam brings it home in 5th, and Branchy in 6th. HSV, after a few incidents, unfortunately found himself at the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play our little intro just while I have a play with mapping these buttons.
Well, that's weird. I've been using your link in the Discord, and it just wouldn't load.
Just try it on my channel.
Yeah, I have. I've just gone into YouTube itself, and it's come up straight away, immediately.
Ah, cycle TV camera. Aha. Flash. There we go. Starts the final lap.
We're very close to that.
It's another close one. Another close one.
Apparently, Barter's put it in the wall on the first lap and had 15 seconds damage.
Well, we might be able to have a look at that. There we go. Well done, Albert. HSB. He's got his hazards on. He's weaving. Yeah, well done, Gallo. Go reverse.
Nice.
Right, so I've just remapped the buttons, so hopefully we can have something slightly different now. So thanks for Wilco from KRL for that. That was hopefully that sorts us out. So he's given us a good blurb of different things that we can play with in the the different camera modes. So
Green light. Go, go, go.
hopefully some of the guys will get out on track now for a bit of or maybe one lap or two, and then there we go. Good lad. Right, Branchy is going out. So let's go with Branchy. Nice. So I've got Helicam.
Oh, that looks good. It's a little bit jittery on the YouTube. That's fine now.
Yeah, I think it might just be when I went into that mode. So, oh, set camera. Oh, so you can just.
No, that's good, Bob. That's a good view.
So a bit of in-car as well. Thank you ever so much, Wilco. That is much appreciated. Oh, there we go. A little bit of passenger seat. Steely glaze in his eyes. Oh yeah, you can see the wheel work that everyone has to put in around here. Oh, that's nice.
Green light.
Right,
Go, go, go.
second qualifying session. Let's see see what we can get here. So yeah, there's no position boxes for the formation lap. It was really cool. How it should always be. Right, okay. So let's have a play with these cameras. Who's the first one out on track? So it looks like Albert's getting out for an early run.
Yeah, Albert will just go out to get his banker in and then leave it to the last minute, as per Albert.
So there we go, we can watch his pedal inputs. Into Helicam.
Oh, Spam's reporting there. No wonder he was having problems. His engineer probably hasn't done the best of jobs. He didn't have his bump stop range symmetrical. One was at something or other, and the other one was at a different figure.
Yeah, no, you can tweak that for certain tracks. You know, especially Monza. You know the left-hand side takes a hammering. Silverstone, one side takes a hammering again.
But this was not a deliberate act.
So yeah, that could explain why the car was a little bit squirrely. But yeah, this is different. This is nice. I like the Helicam.
Yeah, it's awesome. And just while we're here in the chat, just a big call out to Skill and Belinda for their help over the weekend with the Facebook page.
Yep, I sent Belle a bunch of flowers earlier on. I hope she received them.
Virtually, of course, I assume. Hope you didn't spend too much, Bob.
Well, it's just a few strokes of a keyboard.
No, it's the thought that counts.
Exactly. I do like these cameras.
Although I do have to say I didn't think of that, so sorry, Belle.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, Helicam, that's really smart.
Yeah, you're going to get some good action from that. Okay, boys, stuff it up on the start. Let's see some crashes. Bob's got the Helicam going now.
Yeah, the only problem is now is you can only concentrate on one driver at that time. So
yeah, but if they're all together, it's the same effect, isn't it? Just a different view.
Yeah, it all just all depends on who you center it on. So let's return to garage.
I don't know, but I'd suggest instead of like when you've got three of them racing together, instead of focusing on last, you'd focus on the middle one.
So the boys aren't putting a lot into this. I mean, we've still got 3 of them sat in the... Well, no, yeah, one of them's yourself, but we've still got 2 of them sat in the pit, so obviously going through some yoga exercises prior to
Well,
prior,
maybe
to race 2.
maybe they've got their engineers working hard.
Well, I'd suggest that John puts a little bit more fuel in for the second race. That might be handy.
Yeah, I'd be thinking about sacking his strategist.
Yeah, he does seem to make a habit of having to eke the last lap out or 2.
Although that said, I think it was last week or the week before he downloaded the ACC strategist app or fuel saving app, not fuel saving, the fuel calculator app for the first time.
It's only as good as the data you put into it.
Correct. I think he's better off just keeping on asking everybody else. Everybody else gives him the incorrect value, which is always too high, but at least he makes it to the end. No, they don't. They actually give him the correct values, but they stir about it. Yeah, they'll 35.2. There's plenty of room for improvement.
Yeah, so it was. They were down at a 34.4, I think it was, that Barders took pole. What's the temperature?
25 degrees on track.
So what was it on the first race? I didn't pay
Oh,
attention.
Neither did I. But that said, during testing, the guys were saying there really wasn't any difference between the 1 p.m. race and the
It's 4 p.m., isn't it? This one.
4 p.m. race. Yeah, qualifying at the moment's 3 p.m.
Yeah.
We're just doing testing at 1 to 4, and they weren't noticing any difference. Any need to change setups in testing during the week.
No, it doesn't. The dip seems to happen after sort of 5:30, and then the temperatures then start tailing off.
Well, we haven't got the race schedule for future races of what time they are yet. Maybe the programmers might make it a bit later in future.
Well, yeah, I mean, myself and Bruno Gallo, we just did a 4-hour endurance yesterday, and it actually went into night. So
At what time?
I don't know what time it went up to, actually. I can't remember what time the race start was, but
yes,
it actually went to full darkness, and the track temp came down from, I think it was 28 degrees when we started the race, and it actually went all the way down to 17. So, you know, each pit stop we did have to work out what we wanted in there. So that was actually a race with shakedown, and that was like an inter-club competition. It's really good, well organised.
yeah, I got some glimpses of that. Spam and myself were doing a race, so I couldn't concentrate on it. But yeah, I saw you guys were first for. Yeah, you guys did very well. So congratulations, Bruno. Congratulations, Bob.
Thank you. No, it was a good race.
Good race, and from what I saw, it looked like it was a very solid win.
Well, it ended up that way, but I mean, the first couple of stints, I mean, we were battling hard. I didn't manage to put my best lap together for quali, so we started in third, and then ended up winning, you know, quite convincingly. But you know, you don't know what incidents other people have in the race, so you know.
That's so true.
But no, it was just good to, you know, get another decent endurance result. I mean, obviously, myself and Notice, we only because two brothers didn't complete the season, but and they're proper aliens. But myself and Notice actually took the endurance title in the Shakedown League for last season.
Oh, wasn't aware of that. Congratulations, boys. Nonetheless, whether people were there or not, you were there. But just going back onto track, the times now are getting a little bit more. We're at 34.6.
Yeah.
Well, 34.7, you might as well say.
Starting to get to where they should be. I'm in with Millsy at the moment just to see what he can produce.
Barter's 34.3. That's
So
like,
he's gone quicker than the first race.
but look at the three behind them, the different, well, four behind them. Look at the difference in time there. 3 100ths.
3,000ths.
3 100ths, isn't
Oh,
it?
between the next three, yeah, but yeah, there's 3,000ths between Alberto and Branchy.
Oh yes, there is too. Correct.
There we go. I'm glad I jumped in with Millsy then. He's just put in a corking lap there, and I think Albert is now.
Oh, yep, Millsy's put in a corker. Yeah, you're right. John still hasn't even got a. He's on track.
Yeah, his car's blue, so he's on an out lap or an invalid lap. So we'll sit with Alberto for this lap, or the remainder of this lap.
So what they're reporting now is with them coming up to the start in the race, because you've got no grid positions, it's not whole, like you can actually speed. You don't have to be in your positions. There's no warnings, no nothing.
Yeah, right up until I think when you get onto the pit straight, then it actually comes up with race start
No,
sequence initiated. No, it comes up on
you're,
my screen.
well, they're reporting none of that's happening to them.
Right, okay.
Like that whole, you know, how it has that grid and the green and the you've got to be in that
Yeah.
green bit. Yeah, yep. They're reporting none of that's happening in race one.
Right, okay.
But they actually are quite liking it.
So I can't tell if Albert's on a... No, he's invalidated that lap. So who else have we got that's on a flyer? So John is actually on a flyer. So we're jumping with John because Albert invalidated his lap. So John's just completed sector 1. Winding that big V8 up. That's one of the most important corners then. And
HSV's jumped right up.
And this hairpin. If you don't get decent drive out here, you're compromised. John still hasn't got pressure in his tyres by the looks of that.
I can actually hear on the radio chat your YouTube playing in the background.
So I don't think this is going to be a flyer for John, because it looks like he's still throwing the car around trying to generate some temp. So yeah, it was valid, but not a quick one.
Oh, this is weird. You know how in radio they have the gap in between what people are saying, so in case they can blip people out when they swear. I can actually hear you and me talking in the background, but it's on delay.
Yeah, it's about a 15-second delay. So what's this, Barters? Yeah, all right. So you just get the green light. That's it. 15 seconds of damage in the first lap. Oh dear. No good, mate. No good. Right, see what John's got here. And then what I'm going to do is... When qualifying ends, I'm actually going to go into replay and go on... Oh, it depends when he set it. I can't remember how long the replay is because I could have jumped in on his car for the pole lap. Using
like
the replay function.
Barters and HSE are just sitting in the pit. They're not trying or anything. You got 11 seconds left. Ooh, Spam might get another.
So John
Will
must have
Spam nuts
invalidated his lap. Branchy 0.762. So Branchy improved very slightly. Millsy has invalidated his lap. Right, so let's see. So Barders is number 81. Let's see.
It looks like John's going to have to continue just liking his practice king trophy.
Oh, it can't. No, because Bardus set his lap early on.
Go into John. John's still on track. He's coming up to the finish line.
Right, let's jump. Is he still valid?
Albert's just crossed the line. Albert jumped him. Oh, Albert jumped HSV. He's 6/100ths behind Barters.
Yeah, I don't
What's
know.
John doing?
I don't know. The camera won't go on him. It's just caught up with him now.
He didn't get in on time.
No.
John's way off the pace. So taking John out of the equation, we got 8 tenths separating everybody but last.
Yeah, no, hopefully he's got his setup sorted for this race. So
3 tenths between the top 4. Awesome. 6/100ths for Albert. 15/100ths for HSV. 0.3 for Millsy. 0.5 for Branchy.
I don't know where Notice is. I wonder if he's still out on his call out.
He might be still trying to find that tampon that was flushed down the toilet that got blocked up.
Nice. Right, let's... Yeah,
well, it'll be interesting what they do on the start now that they know what's going on. There might be some people that tend to be a little bit cheeky that now the rules are relaxed.
well, it gives the pole...
Gives the pole control, but
yeah, and you know he can back it right up and then just let loose.
That said, though, we don't know how this completely works. It may, by the sound of it, it may allow people to go out of position. In other words, go up a little bit. Don't know. It's all question marks at the moment. It's quite intriguing.
Well, I think the boys are wise enough that if people are starting out of position, they'll be chucking a protest in.
Oh, most definitely. They say they should. But yeah, no, we've got a great bunch of fellas here. Everyone respects everybody.
If anyone has just joined us for race 2, obviously we do have a depleted field. Happy Mother's Day. So a number of the guys have done the right
The
thing.
right thing. So who are you going to hop in with, Bob, for the start? I might hop in with John at the back.
Right, I'm in with Albert at the moment, in car. Yeah,
Millsy's trying to
is it
Millsy's trying to remember what side he's meant to be on.
the in-car view, we actually get the radar as well, which is good. You get all of their pedal inputs.
Sorry, I'm just hearing the radio chat. I've got to have a laugh.
So there we go, helmet cam.
Oh. They're all over the place at the moment. There's no formation.
I just jumped into Albert's passenger seat. See if he can make me
Beautiful looking car.
see if he can make me travel sick. Yeah, he's doing a good job of that. I need to jump out of that cam. That's making me feel a bit woozy.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to feel it myself too. I see where you're coming from.
Into helicam. So we'll stay with Albert in helicam for the start.
Albert's always a good one to watch to the start. He'll send it into the first corner.
He's quick out the gates.
Oh, he's something special in the starts.
See, race start initialized. Green light.
Give it all you can.
Millsy's got a good drive there. He's backed out. Right, looks like a clean start. Millsy got good drive there. He's alongside with Albert. Nice driving, giving each other room there. In fact, Albert probably compromised himself, put himself off track. Millsy off track. It's given Albert the run on him now. And he's sent it. No contact. Well done, boys. But at the moment, Barders is stretching his legs.
Yeah, Millsy's reporting there. I'm assuming he's talking about Barters didn't warm his tyres up because I think Millsy came up on him a bit too quicker than what he expected. Hence having to drop back off. He must have broken hard or something.
That is nice, helicam. So, everyone's settling in at the moment. Barders is making a run for it. I don't think Millsy's going to let him scamper off, though.
I'd be interested to know if Barters has actually done anything with his downforce that he was reporting.
The problem is if he increases, I mean, there's not a lot of changes you can make with a Lambo. So if he increases his downforce, he's going to make it understeery because it's only the rear wing. There's no front splitter on the Lambo. So you either live with the understeer or you live with the tail end being a little bit happy. You know, because making last minute changes, it's hellish. As Notice will tell you, because I spring that on him quite often. Right, so we'll jump back with Branchy, because that is the smallest gap we have.
Oh,
So
John's dropped back to seventh.
Branchy's done him.
Yeah, because I saw John get him. I was in John's view earlier on, and I was seeing people right at the start, and I was seeing people going too wide round corners, and he managed to slip it through, but he's dropped back.
We'll go for a replay. We'll jump in with Branchy, and we'll just fast forward through, and we'll see what happened. So yeah, they were fighting for a little bit actually. So he tried to switch back. He didn't have the drive. Nose to tail, those pair were. I'm in the replay at the moment, so you let me know if anything's happening out on track. So
Yeah,
I know to jump out.
I'm watching. Yeah, I'm watching the top three at the moment. Everything's fine.
Just trying to see when Branchy got this move done on John.
There's nothing between the top three. Actually, I'll drop back to HSV. Oh no, he's got a bit of a gap.
So where did Branchy get this move done? Right, yeah, John lit up his rears and it just let Branchy take a nice easy overtake. So Notice is back from his call out. I hope you washed your hands, my friend. So yeah, that was a nice early overtake for Branchy, and John unfortunately is getting left behind a little bit. So let's jump back up the front with Millsy.
Albert, Millsy and Barters, they're just being same as, like, they're just close, and Albert's caught up heaps on Millsy just there.
Yeah, it's just under braking.
Yeah, but he's brought that gap down a bit. Barters seems to be. Millsy must have made a bit of a mistake there, because Barters has pulled out a bit.
He didn't get the drive out of the hairpin, and then that compromises you for that whole of that straight.
And you've got to be defensive then as well against Alberto.
So at the moment, Barters with a nice little lead. We've got Albert starting to apply a little bit of pressure on Millsy. And then we've got little gaps. Branchy isn't doing too bad, hanging on to the back of Satan though. Oh, it's good to see. That's what we need. Oh no, Barters!
Oh.
Right, we'll see. We'll watch this for a little bit, and we'll see how Barters got that so badly wrong. as Albert closes up on Millsy. I just want to watch this for a short while, and then I'm going to jump in with Barders to see what happened, because he got that all kinds of wrong, and that'll be massive damage.
20 seconds damage.
Yeah. Oh, that was a considerable hit. Right, so what we'll do is we'll quickly jump into the replay. We'll select Barders. Car number 81. Oh, we seem to have an issue. We've got floating in the replay. So the replay has let us down. It's not working.
Yeah, I can see what you... Barders can't turn.
No, I'm not surprised after that heavy shunt on the front. So we've got Albert is applying all sorts of pressure. So I've now put it on the rear view camera on Millsy's car to watch the pressure that Albert is putting him under. But yeah, no, this Ferrari sounds well hooked up. Not hearing massive amounts of slide at the moment, but obviously we're only a third of the way into this one.
I've just had a report from Barders of what happened. He hit one of those black and yellow sausages.
Yeah.
It lifted his car and then slammed it down.
Yeah, no, that's a problem. That Lambo, it doesn't. It can take the slight curbs. It can't take the heavy ones. So yeah, if he's hit a sausage, yeah, that that explains that one. So was it full of expletives? The explanation?
No, the explanation wasn't full of expletives, but the condition of his car was full of expletives. So I'm going to word this myself. His car's stuffed.
Right. So it's not handling the greatest.
Oh, we could probably talk it up a little bit more than that. But yes.
I mean, at the moment, Millsy is looking pretty comfortable. Well, as comfortable as you can be with Albert climbing all over your rear view.
It's never nice having Albert around you, because you know he's like a little chihuahua in a way, just picking on your ankles constantly.
And that isn't bad race pace either. So he's in the 134s in race trim.
Really?
Is Millsy? Yes, he is.
Wow, that's impressive. 134 race pace.
Right, let's hop out so we can check on everybody else. So yeah, Branchy is still sat in that second sort of window behind Satan. John has actually dropped off in this race as well, which is unfortunate. He said he was going to throw everything he had at this, knowing that there were decent points on offer.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to because he did actually properly prepare for this race, because just before the start, he said he'll actually roll 2 cigarettes instead of the usual one, just in case he needed it. So he was prepared.
So Albert is just sat that second back. I wonder if he might just try and keep hold of his tyres. He did seem to suffer a little bit in race 1. So I'm wondering if he's just taking it easy for maybe the first half of this race and then have a push. But at the moment we've got second gaps everywhere. All drive through for HSV.
Oh, really?
Track
He has
limits.
too. In 15 minutes, he's managed to get a drive-through. Wow. He must have been pushing it.
Well, the guys up front, you know, when they're running, you know, within half a second of quali pace,
Yeah, that's
you
impressive.
don't want to see them scampering off. So you're probably going to be pushing just as hard, just to make sure that that deficit doesn't keep on growing.
We haven't seen a drive-through for a while, if I remember correctly.
No. Now Branchy is actually closing up onto the back of Satan. And Barders has also had John. So John is really struggling in this. So let's see if we can find out what's happened there. See if the replay works this time. So we chuck it in with John. And we'll fast forward it on.
Branchy's all over spam.
Yeah, I'll jump straight to that in a second. So Barders with a heavily damaged Lambo. See, there's still quite a gap there. So we should be up to... Yeah, John had an off track. Yep, and that's let Barders through. So Barders isn't going to be too upset. He's not going to be dropping as much. And HSV is looks like he's taking his drive through. So he's now at the tail. He's only a short straight behind John. And let's jump up with Albert, because Albert now is within half a second. So I don't know if he was looking after his tyres, but he's showing a bit of pace now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, because Albert knows he's got quite a distance on third place. He'll just keep on pressuring Millsy and pressuring him. Try to force him into a mistake.
So let's jump in. Let's jump in with Albert. See if he can get the job done. This is nice, the in-car, you know, to finally be able to do this.
I'm hearing there's a little bit of chatter there on Alberto's behaviour, because Bartas thinks that he's right behind him, and Millsy's going, nah. He just keeps on trying to throw it in his clacker where he knows he can't put it, just to put me off. Millsy's right over Albert's strategy.
Oh, Albert's having to put some real wheel work in here.
Yeah, I can see it. It's great with that stream you've got now, yeah. So it doesn't sound like Millsy's stressing out at all, which is good.
This is where you need the drive.
Branchy's dropped well back from spam. Actually, Branchy's gone a little bit off there. Certainly without outside of track limits, but doubt very much. Ooh.
That sector looks like Albert's sector. It looks as if he's got this really hooked up in the probably the second sector.
I might just hook back to HSV. Yeah, HSV's getting right up on John.
Right, okay. I'll just watch. No, I won't. Let's jump out.
There's no need to go to it yet. It's
Alright, we'll stay with Albert as they cross the line. So what sort of gap are we looking at the moment?
0.3.
Yeah, I'll jump to those guys now. Oh, actually, let's...
Oh, John's gone wide. Oh,
need to put
actually,
it back
that
to
turned out to be...
Handicam.
I think John's using all of the track.
Right, so I'm in with HSV on the back of John now. Hopefully the young lad exercises a bit more caution this time around.
Millsy's gone wide. Albert's still behind him. Actually didn't catch him much,
Oh,
but
we've
Millsy
had
went very well.
contact.
Oh, great.
I think John has taken that as being his fault though, so I think he's actually let HSV back through.
Yeah, I'm seeing the delayed replay on the YouTube right now.
So yeah, I think John's having issues with that car because normally he would fight back there. So let's jump further up. Let's jump back up with Albert, see how he's going. We'll keep an eye on the gap. So and I think this is going to carry on for the race duration, to be honest.
John's gone to the pits.
Yeah, I don't think he was. It didn't look particularly comfortable with that. I mean, especially, you know, he had been off track a few times. Bardas in a heavily beaten up car managed to, you know, get back past him. So. But yeah, this is. I mean, they're not bumper to bumper at the front, but it's not changing, and this battle's been going on for the last 22 minutes.
Oh, it's been cracking up the front tonight. Absolutely cracking. Millsy just asked a valid question. He was wondering if I get any points for just sitting in the pits. My response to that was, no, I don't get any points. I'm just here so John doesn't come last.
No, that's quite good. You know, if he's relaxed enough to be shown a bit of humour while he's racing, and he's got Albert all over the back of him, that speaks volumes.
No, the way I'm hearing the chatter at the moment, Millsy is very comfortable.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. For him to
Yeah, I know
be
that's
able
what
to
you mean,
have
yeah.
a laugh and a joke.
But I'm just wondering if Notice is going to find time to get his hazmat suit off and have a shower and.
Oh, how's it going, my fine gentlemen? Everyone been looking after themselves? Yeah.
Yes.
Have we got another person in the commentary team?
Yeah,
Yeah,
mate. John's rocked up. He's called it quits for the day.
Mate, it's unfortunate you didn't look very comfortable out there, mate.
No, when I realised everyone was having the night off for Mother's Day, Bob, I was all sober, but then I wasn't sober. If that makes sense. Well, if they're out partying, I'm gonna party, mate.
That makes.
I still rocked up and
You should have been chasing those points, mate.
Mate, I had a big problem trying to find me. I had a dead lighter on me, and I was trying to find my
other lighter, my red one. Still haven't located that one, Bob. But,
nice.
Yeah, no, not nice. I still haven't located it, but that did cause me a bit of. That's how I let Barters pass and let him get away, because that bastard's got a damaged car. That bugger.
It's
sorry about the swearing.
Yeah, no.
Yes,
we watched the footage. That was a massive shunt.
And when he crashed in the first race too, he made me go that slow because I was laughing about him crashing. It was just that funny. It is because there's not that many of us boys. Most of the boys got other stuff to do on Mother's Day. Be good sons, in other words. I've already done that. That was a morning thing for John. I knocked that out the park straight away.
Oh, just a little bit of a report here. Albert just missed a breaking point there.
Yeah, no, he went deep.
He was dropping back. Yeah. He went from. He's gone. Yes, he lost 7 tenths pretty much there. Millsy's 5 minutes left.
It's looking nice and comfortable at the moment.
And just a shout out to all the kids listening. I hope you got your mother's some nice present and looked after her.
Right. Millsy's just seemed to think Albert's given up chasing.
Well, he sounds.
I don't think Millsy knows Albert that well to know that Albert's just made a little bit of a mistake and he needs to correct himself. And Albert will pounce for the lead if he's got half a sniff.
Dead right. No, he doesn't give up. And Millsy's fresh in this season, so he.
Millsy does have a lot of pace happening in the Ferrari. Oh yeah, look, it's up to 2.5 now. Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
Well, no, that's. Yeah. I mean, because the timing's so far behind. I mean, that's as the sectors have updated, so that late braking by Albert in that hairpin, obviously that deficit just gets bigger and bigger going down that big long straight. So yeah that just would continue to extend. But
I think it was Branchy or Saint Camp, one of the two. They admitted fault. It wasn't HSV who caused the bust up at the start of the first race. I think it was one of the other boys.
Yeah, no, we had a quick look at the replay at the time. There was more than one incident, but I mean,
I was going to say one of the boys.
I tried to get away from it
straight away.
Yeah, I tried to get away from. Yeah, no, there was more than one incident, but you know, obviously we've just got to leave that until after the race and see if anything comes up. You know, from
Nah, it's all
other
sweet.
incidents.
You chill out, Bob. It's all sweet, mate. No racing incidents tonight.
No, good.
Or
Well,
maybe
if
there
they-
might be.
if
There
they-
might be. I don't know. I haven't watched it. I was just sitting there trying to drive.
But yeah, let's see how this pans out. I mean, it does look it's Millsy's to take.
It's
now.
Millsy's race to lose.
Oh, Millsy's got this in the bag. Look
We're
at
at
the gap. It's up to
3.7.
3.7.
So,
I'd jump in on. If you ain't on Satan's spam, I don't know what you're doing.
yeah, he's
Because
closing. He's closing up actually.
Oh,
At
hold
a
up.
rate
Nah,
of knots.
that's he's 3.9 away from Albert, but
Yeah. There's no,
that's
nobody's close. Everybody's spread out.
Sorry, boys. Sorry. It was everyone had Mother's Day shit on. Oh, sorry. Mother's Day stuff on.
No, that happens. But I'll tell
Yeah,
you what.
it
I'll tell you
does.
what is going to happen at the end of this race. Is HSV? He served his drive-through. He is currently 5 seconds behind Barders.
And Barters has got a broken car.
He's got a horrendously broken car. So let's watch this as they
One sec, fellas.
finish
one
this
sec. Wait,
sector.
Barters, leg it. Hustle, brother. HSVs. Yeah, hustle. Yeah, hustle.
No, it's staying
boys
at
got
5
hustle.
seconds. Staying at 5 seconds.
There's only one
Yeah, I
minute
know.
left in the race.
You can do it. You've got it.
John, put yourself on mute.
So we'll actually jump.
Yeah, Barter's car's broken and HFB will be scooting. He had a drive-through, mate. So he might. Okay, Millsy.
So we're in with Millsy for the final lap of this race. Well done. So as the race has gone down, he's actually turned his ABS down.
Ooh.
So he was looking after his tyres earlier on, I would say.
Go to spam. Go to spam. He's catching Albert.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's down to 2 seconds now.
And they're going to get another lap in,
No, they're not.
aren't they?
Nope.
Oh no! Oh, sorry. No, I was looking.
No,
I was looking at. Sorry, I was looking at the sector line, not the finishing line. Yeah, he won't. Yeah. Good luck if you can get him.
So
Well
we're
done,
with,
spam.
in with Millsy as he is just about to wrap this race up. Whoa, nearly killed himself.
Leader has finished the race.
Well done, Millsy.
Gee, I reckon a little bit longer. I reckon spam might have got Alberto.
Well done, Millsy.
1.8.
Well done, Albert. Damn.
Branchy across the line.
Beyond what happened, Barters. Get that?
So HSV has taken 2 seconds out of Barders in this last lap. So he was in his sights.
Yeah, I reckon if you didn't take out Penguin in your last race, you would have had good karma. You had bad karma.
Right, so I don't know, are you getting the guys
All good,
in
Barter.
for...
Take it easy, brother. Yeah, cheers for the racing tonight.
You getting the guys in for a chat?
Oh, oi, you gotta jump in here. They give that blue Barter. Correct? Like it's gone. Everyone jump if they don't, I'll come sleep. Nah, we don't like you, Jordy. Nah, we love you. Yeah, Joe, nah, everyone hop in. thought he's a great bloke. Don't tell him.
I've made an executive decision and I've told them all to hop in the chat. See,
Yeah, just tell them not to
Close
swear.
to that.
It's another close one.
So we don't know if
Oh, Bob,
Any-
you
any-
blood. Yeah, had you, mate?
You thought I was gonna say something, I didn't. No, I speak on behalf of Barter. Kick it off with. Oh, it was great winning it. Well, Barters didn't even win. I don't know. But yeah, Barters, he was happy.
He's got his hazards
He's
on.
got to
weaving.
go to sleep.
Well done,
Nap
Glenn.
time. He's got work tomorrow, so that's Barters conversation done. 3 podiums.
so who.
Oh.
Let's have a look. So Millsy won.
Both of them, I'm
Races.
pretty sure. Yeah, Millsy cleaned up.
So it's Millsy, Barders, and Alberto was the 1, 2, 3 on race 1, and race 2 was Millsy, Alberto, and Spam.
Yeah. I reckon, first of all, we'll start off with Alberto should get out of the Mercedes. Actually, no, joking, Bob. I'll let you do.
yeah,
I just wanted to start on.
So
I
the
want to
guys
start
are in
on
here.
Albert.
Right.
this
so,
is this is Bob's thing. Let Bob run it.
so yeah.
I'm
So
young.
Green light.
oh, as people have just. It's just rolled over. So yeah, Albert, you took 3rd in the first race, and looked like a hard-fought 2nd in the second race. So how did that go for you, bud?
Good night, boys. First of all, congrats to Milsey. He was amazing tonight. He had amazing pace, and yeah, I was just trying to follow him on Bartes. Yeah, 2 bastards were too quick. I was really pushing all the time. Yeah, race 1, I sent it at the start. I overtook Bartes, and then yeah, tried to stay at the front, but it was hard. And race 2, I was following him. And then with like 8 minutes to go, I got my 3rd warning. So yeah, I said to myself, take it easy
Yeah, back
and
out.
just take P2 because yeah, Milsey was today in another league. So yeah, well done to Milsey, Bartes, and I think it was Spam, the other one. So yeah, well done, boys.
No, good race. Good race. No, that was brilliant to watch. The early.
Well done,
early
Albert.
stages.
You sneaky bastard. Stay out of my Mercedes.
So
No, it was hard racing and clean racing, which is important. So yeah, well done,
Yeah,
everybody.
nah. Good job.
So we do 3rd spot from race 2 then. So Spam, nice to see you in here, mate.
Hi guys.
So how was that for you? It looked like there was a few elbows out in race 1, but race 2 looks like you got the podium that you needed.
Yeah, I just had some fresh air in race 2. So race 1, the car setup wasn't great. When we come to the garage at the start of race 2, we could see that the left and right wasn't symmetrical in the damper
George.
settings.
Yeah,
So,
Jords said something.
That made it much more easier to drive for race 2.
Nah, good. Well, at least you managed to recover and get a decent result in the second race.
Yeah,
Well done,
it was
mate.
good fun.
Well
No,
done, Spam.
And that first race, yeah, if you're driving with a hampered car, it doesn't help. But yeah, no, that was good to watch. So yeah, Barders isn't in here, and then I suppose we better jump in with Millsy.
But
Double winner.
now hold up. Butters said I could speak for him there, Bob.
No, you've
One
already got
sec,
that bit out of the way.
Yeah, we just 1 sec. He said he'd like to thank Penguin for the speed all night. It was love. Nah, joking. Carry on.
Yeah, nice one. So Millsy, take us through that. double
I
win.
don't know. That's probably the quickest and the most consistent my car's been all season. So,
Well,
yeah,
no, that
happy with that.
that looked hooked up for both races. I jumped in car with you a couple of times, and you couldn't hear that usual loss of traction that you hear when you're in the Ferrari. So you must have had a decent setup there.
The
Millsy,
diff
you
was pretty wind down.
Millsy, you were doing almost qualifying laps as race pace. Like, that was
It was quick.
impressive.
That's a lot better than Imola, I guess. But yeah, car was good. I'll take my podium from last week as well. Go for
Well
it.
done, Millsy.
So yeah,
Awesome work, mate.
I was very impressed with, like, especially first race, the Barters, yourself, Millsy, and Albert. Like, you three, the racing you three were doing was just amazing. And you were carrying that on in the second race as well. Unfortunately, Barters put it into the wall.
Yeah,
not once but twice.
Yeah, no, that was unfortunate to see that. It's a shame.
That was funny as all stuff. You should have been behind it.
Now, well done. 2 wins today, mate. That's gonna.
Yeah, lovely work.
You're gonna leapfrog quite a few in the table there, I think, mate.
Yes.
No, well done, well done. All right, I'll shut the stream down. But anyone that was watching, thanks. If you tune in and watch the replay of it, thank you. Have a good night and happy Mother's Day.